also because of the youth here. And all of them are looking for guidance and wanting something practical to do. So what I have to say is very, very practical, and so it's entirely for the youth, what I'm saying. Number one, I think I see a lot of faces. This is the 4th time we are seeing you here. You've already had 3 symposiums, and I think you've all been there. They've also been there for a brainstorming, and now it's the 4th time they come. So let's give them a hand. Now, having said that, the next time you come, as you know, that I want to train you how to teach Gandhi. Because a lot of things has been said that we don't know how to teach Gandhi, and I want to teach you how to teach Gandhi to send you to schools and colleges. So I really want all of you volunteers. You had said you would do it, and we will let's do that in maybe August or September. So I want to start this Shanti Sena with all of you. We're not I, but Shanti Sena wants to start the Shanti Sena with you. Having said that, I also want to very quickly say that I'm a very frustrated individual because I've been teaching in Delhi Gandhi for the last 43 years. But हम लोग कहाँ पहुँचे हैं? Where are we? We have made no dent in the system. I feel so frustrated that I'll die not seeing anything happen. Where is non-violence? Of course, I must say I've got a lot of affection for my students, a lot of it, a lot of respect, and every teacher's day is so great to get so many messages and all that. But that's all. There's no dent in the system. And Gandhi said, you must work. The strength of non-violent resistance lies in its numbers. So I want all of the youth to come together and let's make a dent in the system. And I'll tell you how. Very, very briefly, Professor Mohanty, please bear with me. So I want to share with you, I just want to say as a background that, we are spending more than $3.5 million per minute teaching how to use violence to resolve conflict. We are not even spending $1 a minute teaching how to use non-violence to resolve conflict. How can we expect it to succeed? So how do we restore this balance? And this all hinges upon, Gandhi says that non-violence is a science, not an emotion, not a sentiment, not a feeling, a science. So it's a science means it has 3 characteristics. It's a definite subject matter. Number 2, it has to be studied, learned, and then it can be applied. So so how do we do this? We have we have legitimized non-violence in our hearts. That means we want हमारी families में, हमारे friends में, हमारी society में non-violence हो. चलिए वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन हम the personal is political, the political is personal today. What is politics? You and I, we vote. It's a very big power we have. In fact, Gandhi ji की सबसे बड़ी contribution is that he showed, the fact that power rests on the consent of the governed. The moment we withdraw our consent, nobody can have power over us. So I want you all to make an experiment in non-violence, just like Gandhi experimented with truth. And this is the experiment. I invite all of you to politically legitimize non-violent conflict resolution. How will it be done? Through the introduction of non-violent defense. Now, how do we go about it? Well, there are 3 demands that we make from every country, okay? Number 1 is that without abandoning the present military defense, so no heart attacks, we can keep our military machinery intact and kill as we always do. But without abandoning the present military defense, a parallel non-violent defense be instituted. What does this mean? We have a defense ministry. What is it? A military ministry. Well, you keep the military ministry, but every country starts a non-violence ministry. And at the grassroots level, what do? We all have military academies. Like in India, you have the IMA, you have NDA, West Point in the States, every country. Along with that, you start a non-violence training academy. I'm only a Gandhian expert, but there are non-violent defense experts who have been working with this concept for the last quarter of a century. Most of them are friends of mine. I can give you a whole reading list. To make it very short, there's a blueprint of non-violent defense. All we need is the political will to put it into practice. So this is number 1, that a ministry for non-violence and a non-violent defense academy where you learn how to use non-violence. There are 198 non-violent tactics that have to be learned. There are 124 cases in history where non-violence worked. We've asked NCR to include these 24 cases in the history books, but no answer. They keep saying, oh, what a good idea, but it doesn't happen. And why should we not study them in history? History is not just war, it's also non-violent conflict resolution. So anyway, that's so much for the first demand. The second demand is the legal democratic option to be trained in non-violent defense. So we live in a democracy. What is democracy is all about choice. So when you want to defend your country, very good. Sure, you can defend it by using a gun, but you can also defend it non-violently. It has to be learned. Let us learn it. So there should be a legal democratic option for people wanting to join the armed forces. You can opt for military defense, fine, go ahead if you want to kill. You have to learn how to kill. You don't know how to use a gun. You're not born innately knowing from your mother's womb how to use a gun. You learn how to use a gun. You learn how to use a machine gun. You learn how to go to war. You learn how to kill. So in the same way, you have to learn how not to kill. It's very, very simple. And there's a whole blueprint of what has to be learned. So this should also be there in our democracies. This is the second demand. And by the way, this is universal all governments, not just India. And number three is the legal democratic option for taxpayers to divert their defense tax from military defense to non-violent defense. Again, it's a democracy. If I don't believe in violence, why do you force it on me? You know, I know these demands also derive the legitimacy from Article 18 of the United Nations Charter of Human Rights. It says that every individual has the right to freedom of conscience. If my conscience doesn't allow me to kill, why do you force me? So there should be, in our income tax return, there should be two boxes. You tick mark. Do you want your tax to be used for military defense or non-violent defense? Let's say half the taxpayers in the world sign up. What will happen? You know, this $3.5 billion a minute, half of it we go to study non-violence. We never have money. NGOs or all of us never have money. There you would have all the funds to start your non-violence academy, your staff, your books, non-violence R&D. There's such a lot to be done. So it is your generation that can start this, So this is also there's another thing. I think the United Nations should be doing this. The preamble of the UN Charter, you must have all read in your civic books in school. What does it say? That the UN was formed to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war. So this is a very focused campaign built on Gandhian Satyagraha principles, where you only choose one ek hi mudda ek baar, one thing at a time. So it is just, we choose non-violent defense, the political legitimization, political. Why can't we have it in politics? Why can't we legitimize non-violence in politics? Why not? Why not? Why can we not spend money on it? Why can we not learn it? We have so much of money. So why is it all? And I also feel very sad. These are my sunset years. What happens? Teaching Gandhi for 43 years, what have we got? No dent in the system. Let's make a dent in the political system. Gandhi also says, politics is like the rope, like the snake. It sort of entangles you. So you have to, so there's no such thing as political nahi hona chahiye. Kyun nahi? So why can't we? So I feel, so this is my request to the young people here, because you are the future, as a lot of people have said. So all those who are interested, please, you're already enrolled as members of CFN, Center for Non-Violence. We'll have another session and let's see how we can take this forward. There's a whole strategy to it. It's all being worked out because it's a non-violent strategy, which I don't have time to share with you right here, which is again built on very simple, Gandhi says that in a simple way you can shape the world. So it's in a very simple way that I would like you to shake up the world, and you never underestimate your power. It's, what a handful of people can do. Margaret Mead says, that it can work wonders. So I think I just want to end up, because I've taken a lot of time, and I just want to say that all of you young people, please come and join. You've already joined CFN. Let's work for non-violent defense together, and in doing so, make history the way Gandhi did. Thank you.